There was always debate on who was the best player of all time, but since Messi laid his feet on a football pitch, everyone with at least some knowledge on the sport stated that Messi is the greatest player to grace the beautiful game. In this video, I'm going to talk about why Messi deserves the title of the greatest of all time. First off, Messi is an athlete. Every athlete should have the trait of respecting the game and his opponents. An even better term would be sportsmanship. A big problem that players face that keep them away from greatness is their tendency to dive. Messi never dives because he has the mindset of a winner. Players will foul him, dirty tackle him, or try to bring him down by any means, but he won't. Even when they successfully bring him to the ground, he doesn't react by staying put and doing nothing, waiting for the referee's decision, but he'll find a way to continue the attack by either getting up or passing the ball to a teammate. I find this quite fascinating that he can still have the power and energy to continue playing after receiving a ruthless tackle. Most players would just give up, even if they had the possibility to continue. Players should look up to Messi and try to imitate this aspect of his game. No one comes close to him in terms of dribbling. Dribbling for him is like breathing for normal people. He can get past 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 players with ease. Any player at some point in his career can achieve for once the difficult task of dribbling multiple players, but Messi does it on a weekly basis. The factors behind his incredible dribbling abilities are his acceleration and deceleration, coupled with his sudden change of direction, and to top it off, his unparalleled ball control. When facing a capable defender, he'll make a run at first, then suddenly decelerates, waits for an opening, and then bursts in full speed, leaving the defender behind him. In that little moment, Messi's speed went from 0 to above 30 km per hour. He can change the direction of his runs at will, in the most unexpected time and fashion, in the tightest places and hardest situations. It's really hard to shift your direction. Most players run with the ball like headless chickens, because they don't have the quick feet, the balance, and the intelligence of Messi. Defenders have a hard time snatching the ball from him. He runs with such pace and still manages to keep the ball glued to his feet. He is the fastest player with the ball at his feet. A great example of this is his goal against Getafe, when he dribbled past 5 players including the goalkeeper to score the most memorable goal of his career. Just look at how much the opposition tried to take the ball away from him, but eventually all their efforts went in vain. He went past them as if they weren't there, his feet acting as magnets keeping the ball as close as possible. In no instant you see the ball go distant and away from him. The ball follows Messi as if it was knitted to his foot. What also makes his dribbling so memorable is his ability to frequently score goals after dribbling 2 or more players, or some extraordinary and unconventional dribbling skill. Look no further than his goal against Bayern Munich in the 2015 UCL semi-finals, when he tricked Boateng to go wide, then switched his direction in the most unorthodox way, laying Boateng in the ground and then shipping the ball over Manuel Neuer. Before delving into his goal-scoring prowess, I want to talk about an undervalued aspect of Messi's dribbling, to show that stats don't give the full image. In the 2016-17 season, Messi was statistically ranked as the 5th player with the most dribbles in the top 5 leagues, under players like Hazard and Neymar. However, the 2 aforementioned players are wingers. Most of their dribbles came from their own half of the field, or from the wings where there isn't much pressure on the ball. But in Messi's case, he starts his dribbles from the midfield, where you have lots of players around, pressuring the ball's possessor, and he doesn't pass the ball back. Instead, he always strides forward, searching for a way to assist or score a goal. Messi is a goal-scoring machine. As of the 28th of January 2018, he has scored 595 goals in 738 appearances, all of them in official games with both club and country. That's about 0.80 goals per game. His goal-scoring prowess is no mere coincidence, as he already showed huge potential for scoring goals since his youth days. With New Old Boys, he netted a mind-blowing stat of 234 goals in only 176 appearances. He has the record of the most goals in a calendar year, the most goals in a league season, the most goals as a Barcelona player, the top scorer of Argentina, the most goals in La Liga, second top goal scorer in the history of the Champions League, the joint top scorer of the World Cup South American qualifiers, and the all-time goal scorer of El Clasico. He was also 4 times the top scorer in the Champions League, 4 times Pichichi, has won 4 Golden Shoe awards, and he's only 30 years old and among the 10 best goal scorers in history. Not only he can score lots of goals and break records, but he also has the ability to score all types of goals that comes to the mind. Dribble the defense and then score, check. Free kick goals, check. Penalties, check. Team play goals, check. Volleys, check. Long range, check. Chips, double check. Headers, check. Dribbling or not making the goalkeeper, check. Curving the ball, check. A chest goal, check. Other players can only dream of consistently scoring quality goals like Lionel. He's not your typical goal poacher who stays in the box, waiting for his teammates to cross the ball for an easy tap-in. He usually contributes from the start of a play in order to score his goals. He'll take the ball from the midfield, run past some defenders, does a 1-2 with a fellow teammate, then positions himself in the right place to shoot the ball into the net. What makes him so deadly in front of the goal is not his shooting power or technique, it's his sublime precision. He has the best goal per shot ratio, he can find the net in the tightest spaces and most frustrating moments. As a winger he scores, a false 9, he scores, also as a midfielder he scores. In the 2016-2017 season, he scored 57 goals, more than anyone else, and was rewarded the golden shoe while playing as a midfielder. I repeat myself, 57 goals as a midfielder. Most full-time strikers can achieve 30 goals per season, yet this man outclasses them as a midfielder. Just like dribbling, goal scoring is also in his genes. Another thing that goes unnoticed is in every game he plays, he always gets marked by 2 or more players, sometimes the whole team. They go aggressive on him, they don't give him any space to breathe, let alone touch the ball, but he always reacts and deceives them. Other world-class players are rarely marked by multiple players, and when they are, they perform poorly. If defenders gave Messi the same treatment as they gave to the other players, he would have scored more goals in his career. But that's not really a big problem. Messi is also a great playmaker and a team player. He conducts the game at his own pace. He has made over 250 assists. He is the top assist provider in Ligue history, Copa America, for Barcelona and Argentina. He was taught the Barcelona way, so it's only natural for him to become a great passer. Long and short passes, back heels, bicycle kick assist, nutmeg assist, build-ups, tiki-taka, key passes, and most importantly, truth balls. I can assure you that Messi has mastered the art of passing the ball behind defenders. Be it on the ground or in the air, he knows when his teammate's going to make the run and where the ball's gonna land. The reason behind all these stats is that he values team success over individual glory. Messi understands the fundamental rule of football, that is, football is a team sport. He is a selfless and humble player, which is quite surprising considering his immense talent. He always scores the most impossible goals or gives the most jaw-dropping assists. But he never brags about it, or points at himself and says, I'm the best player ever. He plays the best football without being a jerk about it. Messi is consistent and is always evolving. I remember when they called him an injury prone in his teenage years, but 2 years later he proved them wrong and lasted a whole season to win the treble. Then other people said that he is only a great dribbler. He wronged them by scoring 91 goals in 2012. Then came rumors on his incapability against English teams, in which he outperforms himself against. Then they said he can't perform for Argentina, he can't score free kicks, he isn't strong and athletic, he doesn't help his team in defense, which he till this day continuously proves otherwise. He is the most consistent player ever. In the last 10 years, he always performed at a high level, breaking numerous records. Most players only have 2 or 3 peak years, but Messi seems to always be at his climax. Messi can have a great performance even without scoring. Lots of players need to figure in the score sheet to be talked about after the game, but Messi can outplay everyone on the field without scoring. Remember when he nutmegged both Milner and Fernandinho, gave the assist to Rakitic, and made City's defenders look like amateurs? Well, he didn't score in that game. Just like in 2007 against Villarreal, he didn't score, he didn't assist, but he played one of his best games ever. He made around 10 dribbles, in which 2 were orgasmic. There are lots of games when he performs without scoring, like his away game against Juventus in 2017 in UCL, his game in Camp Nou against Real Madrid in 2010, his performance against Levante, when he gave not 1, not 2, but a hat-trick of assists. Also his incredible match against Peru in 2011, when he was everywhere in the field and contributed in every Argentinian attack. They say Messi can't do skills. This statement is wrong. Messi does skills, but not as frequently as some players. Well, the logic behind skills is to either fool the opposition to doing something but to surprise them with a skill move, or when you can dribble the normal way and you rely on trickery to pass the defender, or maybe to simply just show off. But Messi doesn't need overcomplicated skills or tricks to overtake defenders. He'll just do a simple body feint to succeed. However, he is proficient in lots of skill moves, like the body feint when he uses his body, speed and change of direction to fool the opposing player into going left, then he goes right. The sombrero, he does it effortlessly even against goalkeepers. He did it for like 3 times. The nutmeg is his specialty. He has nutmegged over 100 players in his career. He also adores netting the ball between the goalkeeper's legs. When you go against Messi, you close your legs and hope for the best. He is a master of la croqueta. It's really useful in tight spaces and against goalkeepers. Didn't I mention that he scored using all the previously mentioned skill moves? Nutmeg the goalkeeper? Done. Dribble him, then score? Easy. Chip the ball over, then score in one touch? What's next? Body feint the goalie? Yeah, there's simply nothing I can't do. Messi doesn't need them to be the best, and he only does them when the situation requires a fancy sombrero or a cheeky nutmeg. Simply put, skills are fun, but they have a high percentage of failure and are time consuming. And usually, when a player succeeds in doing one, afterwards he'll pass the ball back. It's because Messi is straightforward, efficient and precise. He'll only use a skill when it's needed. Your team is losing in the 90th minute. Who else do you call older than Lionel Messi? When Argentina were desperately needing a win to qualify for the World Cup, Messi showed up and scored a hat-trick, his first in the World Cup qualifiers, when Barcelona was playing one of their toughest games ever in the Champions League against Bayern Munich. Who else did you expect older than Messi to secure a 3-0 win with 2 goals and 1 assist? When Iran parked the bus against Argentina in the 2014 World Cup, Messi scored the winning goal in the last minute. In the 2017 El Clasico in the Bernabeu, it was Messi's goal in the last minute that kept Barcelona in the league race. Messi carries his team on his shoulders. When Messi performs well, the whole team plays well. When he doesn't perform, his team plays poorly. He doesn't play aimlessly making random runs or moves. He plays with intelligence. He knows when to pass the ball or when to make a run, and he also knows when to hold back and do nothing. Part of what makes him so great are his wits and reflexes, without forgetting the immense attention that he gives to the technical aspects of his game, rather than the physical one. Messi has good stamina, pace and strength, but these things wear off as the human body grows older. Lots of players make the mistake of relying on strength in their youth, and they forget that they're playing a sport called football, because the greatest players are remembered for their deadly finishing, cheeky ball control, accurate passing and their magical dribbling, not for who screams the loudest, who has the biggest abs or jumps the highest. Eventually Messi will lose pace and strength, because let's be real, he's getting older. Yet his finishing, dribbling and playmaking will only grow stronger. When a new talented player shows up and they start comparing him with Messi, he's gonna become better, he's gonna surpass him at 25. These speculations and rumors are just dumb, because that player isn't even better than the 5-year-old Messi. So how can he outclass a more experienced 20-30-year-old Messi? Messi was destined to become the best. He is the greatest because he has perfected every aspect of his game. He isn't just a unique striker who scores magnificent goals, a polished dribbler with breathtaking skills, or a generous playmaker who sends passes on a silver plate. He has perfected all of the above. That's why he is the greatest. He is like a mythical being who you only hear about in fairy tales. The difference is that he is actually real. Thank you guys for watching. I recently created a Twitter account so that you can interact with me. I invite you to check my older uploads. You have the green light to share this video on your Facebook page. Just don't forget to credit me. And yeah, see you later.